Crude oil has started on the front foot this year with prices swiftly approaching the $80 mark. What are the fundamentals and technicals driving this move, and will it be sustained for January? Welcome to our market analysis videos here at Zenfinex. For those who are new to the channel, my name is Connor and I'm the Senior Market Analyst at the company, providing to you daily videos on market commentary and educational content. Today's video is going to cover a crude oil forecast for January 2022, and to do this I will follow our reliable format of a fundamental and technical analysis. First of all, let's talk about something which is at the forefront of the news at the moment, and that is geopolitical tensions that we're seeing. And specifically, I'm referring to the Kazakhstan unrest that we see at the moment. If you haven't heard about it, then essentially what has happened is there's been a huge protest against the government, which has really turned violent. Protesters tried to take control of police stations in the city, and as a result, violence has erupted. I think 12 members of the security forces have been killed and 353 injured in the unrest. And Russia sent paratroopers yesterday into Kazakhstan to try and help stabilise the situation. So not good over there. But why is this important for oil? Well, it has caused the price of liquified petroleum gas to double, and this is a country that produces 1.6 million barrels of oil per day. The situation is becoming increasingly tense, and if the situation isn't squashed soon, and we're talking about a forecast for January, it could keep oil prices elevated this month. Now, the market is clearly listening to updates from Kazakhstan, because Wednesday's US crude oil data supply showed a draw of 2.1 million barrels for the week ending December the 31st, but the forecast was for a 3.5 million barrel draw. So the difference there is quite big, and the OPEC Plus decided they all agreed to increase the production of oil barrels by 400,000 barrels per day in February. However, investors aren't really confident that they can meet this output hike, and the more time goes on with this mindset, the more you may see prices increase. And normally these two factors, what I just mentioned there, that would cause a fall in the price, a lower draw, and also a hike in output. But other factors like the Kazakhstan unrest are working against this. Another factor working against it is we now have a Libyan oil output issue. Their oil output is down by over 500,000 barrels per day due to pipeline maintenance and oil field shutdowns. This isn't going to help oil in the short term. Something that I expect to be fixed throughout January, I must say, but it's something that needs fixing if prices are to cool from the surge that we're seeing at the moment. As a whole for January, I'd be looking for updates to the factors that I've mentioned just previously, such as the Kazakhstan unrest, to see when those situations are going to be stabilised. But for now, let's look at those key levels on the chart, and more importantly, look for a potential buying opportunity. On the chart for this oil market now, and I think the bullish nature of oil has been solidified by a couple of things. You can see that where the market was temporarily selling off, but what we actually did was we just run into, this was back in the beginning of December, when people thought that oil was going to have more of a downside. We actually just run into this daily order block level here, which would have actually been, and was a level that I got in the market at, and there's a fantastic buying opportunity at this level here. I was wary of the liquidity sitting underneath, but this order block was strong. There was inefficient prices in there, and it was a great level. And as you can see, we've just been on the uptrend since. And another thing that solidified for me the bullish stance of this oil market is, I marked this previously. You can see this level here. Hi guys, thank you for listening to this video. Just really quickly wanted to touch on a really exciting offer we have on the website. It's a limited time offer, and if you head over to zenfinex.co.uk, you will see the offer in front of you straight away. And this is that you can trade Forex on a standard account with raw spread plus zero commission. And now Zenfinex is also an FCA and no dealing desk execution broker. If you are interested in this offer, you can get in touch with the team by clicking learn more, or you can simply go to open an account where you can start the application process. I marked this previously as potentially an order block to sell from. a bearish order block to sell from. But what's actually happened is prices just run right through it. It's actually mitigated, or not even mitigated, it's actually invalidated this order block, and it's looking to go higher. So we can delete this level. We had a bit of we had a bit of resistance around here, around this 50-day moving average. But as you can see, the market has closed quite comfortably above this 50-day moving average and is now looking to trade higher. The last time that happened, we got a run up of around $14. So for January, I see this market testing a zone roughly around here. And if we have a look at where we think maybe liquidity is, so let's say oil does want to go lower, then I think in order for it to go lower, we're going to need some form of liquidity grab on the top side, which is what I've always said. So I'll mark that there. So probably a lot of liquidity, think of a lot of buy stops that will be sitting above this $85 level, be huge. And a lot of stop losses, a lot of buying stop losses that will be sitting above here will be huge. So we could get a situation where I think price is going to be a magnet to that $85 level for now, especially if we see the continued unrest in Kazakhstan. We see a liquidity grab above there and then we can look to sell. But for now, for me, it's any short-term buying up until this 85 level, which is going to be, for me, a take profit level for January, $85. If we move on to the lower time frames, we might be able to get a trade which puts us at that level. So as you can see, we're respecting this 50 moving average quite nicely. And if I zoom a bit closer in on the price, we can see that most of this price inefficiency here has been filled, which is good. So the next real level where we had this expansive move to the upside would potentially be here. So if we get a buy entry at around $77, 77.5, with a stop loss just sitting below, hopefully we get some support as well from the 50 moving average here. We can go targeting that 85 level where liquidity I think will be grabbed on the top side, and then that will return a nice 8.85 risk reward trade, which would be a really good trade. Probably only put 0.5% on that purely because it's not the strongest trade, but we do have a clear break of structure on the upside here, and we also have a clear order block. Just seeing if we can see something as well on the hour chart, not quite. And if I move on go back to the daily and just see if we can get something on a relative strength index. Let's have a look. So the relative strength index, as you can see, is ticking to the upside, and there is still room for some more upside as well. So that's my play for oil today, or for this month. I'm going to be looking for short-term buys. Whatever your trading strategy is, find some short-term buys that can get you up to that 85 level. From there, I'm going to be looking for liquidity to be grabbed on the top side, and then find an entry on a lower time frame to sell, potentially back down to something around this order block here, around 70. But I think that play might come in February. So that's it for oil today. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure you've got your notifications turned on. So the video, when it comes out at 4 PM GMT, is straight to your phone and you can watch it straight away. Drop any comments in on the comment section as well on where you think oil is going. I know it's an interesting market at the moment. People may have different opinions on it, and that's what we like to hear at Zenfinex. Other than that, I hope everyone has a great weekend. We'll catch you all for the next lot of videos, which is going to be starting next week. Cheers.